A lot of heat. A lot of heat.
Yeah. Heat. You mean that physically the place has to be hot?
You don't have no air conditioning.
No air conditioning.
No.
Why is that?
Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects, like, you know, everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat.
After pleading not guilty to a long list of charges ranging from sex trafficking to racketeering.
Picture this. A private jet dripping in gold-trimmed champagne glasses. A $1 billion empire built on music, fashion, and all-night bacchanals. And a Miami mansion so vast you could get lost for days. Now, flip the script. Concrete walls, steel bars, a bed harder than a Brooklyn sidewalk, and a shower you wouldn't step into without backup. This is the twisted downfall of Sean Diddy Combs, hip-hop mogul turned America's most scandal-ridden inmate. Once brushing shoulders with billionaires, now he's dodging prison politics, trading designer suits for jumpsuits, and living under the shadow of racketeering and sex trafficking charges that could keep him locked away for life. We're diving deep into Diddy's insane descent, from high-rolling excess to the grim reality of prison survival, from luxury jets to commissary ramen, from VIP parties to lockdown isolation. This is the wildest billionaire collapse hip-hop has ever seen. Sean Diddy Combs was the blueprint for baller. Forbes clocked him at $740 million in 2019, with whispers he'd hit $1 billion by 2022. Cash pouring from Bad Boy Records, Sean John Fashion, and Sea Rock vodka empires. He ruled from Miami mansions and LA fortresses, jetting on his $60 million Gulfstream. Love Air, he bragged on Instagram, grinning like a king. His parties? Mythic. Jay-Z, raising glasses, supermodels dripping in diamonds, vibes so electric you'd feel the buzz through the screen. Rewind to his 2001 Hamptons blowout. $1 million, live lions prowling, champagne, fountains, taller than a man. Diddy wasn't just rich, he was a walking fantasy, a Harlem kid who turned beats into a gold-plated dynasty. But September 2024 torched it all. Feds raided his homes, choppers buzzing, agents swarming, and Diddy went from rooftop royalty to prisoner at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, MDC, a jail so nasty it's dubbed the Brooklyn Slaughterhouse. Racketeering, sex trafficking, prostitution charges. He's screaming innocence, but the fall's a gut punch. One minute he's popping $2,000 Dom Perignon with Beyoncé. The next he's in orange, staring at a wall that's seen more despair than a gangster flick. How did this empire detonate? What's a billionaire's life when the throne's a steel slab? We're diving into the muck, and it's deliciously messy. Before the bars, Diddy's life was a billionaire's wet dream. His Miami Beach estate, $48.5 million of swagger, boasted 13 bedrooms, a private dock where his yacht the Mariah gleamed, and a pool hosting white parties so legendary they're etched in tabloid lore. His LA crib, a 17,000 square foot monster, lagoon pool with waterfalls you'd swim in for days, a 35-seat theatre where he'd preview bad boy cuts, and a garage packed with a $500,000 matte black Lambo Aventador, a $400,000 Rolls-Royce Ghost pimped in chrome, and a $600,000 Maybach he'd cruise to clubs like a mob boss. Love Air, his Gulfstream G 650ER, was his sky palace. $60 million of leather and liquor, flying him to Paris Fashion Week or Ibiza on a whim. He rang the NYSE bell in 2006, Wall Street kissing his ring, and hung 21 million Kerry James Marshall paintings like they were fridge art. But the rot was festering. Cassie Ventura's 2023 lawsuit was a grenade. Abuse, control, settled quick but screaming trouble. Then the deluge. Jane Roe, Gina Huinge, more voices alleging decades of dirt, coercion, payoffs, threats. By 2024, the feds had receipts. Raids hit LA and Miami, 1,000 bottles of baby oil snatched, ex-erupting with Diddy Slime King memes. The indictment? A gut-wrencher. Racketeering, sex trafficking, forced labor, freak-offs, so twisted they'd make a horror director flinch. Now he's traded silk Versace for MDC's orange tatters, a jail so vile, inmates call it the devil's outhouse. From 1,000 crystal baths to dodging sewer rats, this falls a scandal tsunami. Now, let's have a look. Inside MDC Brooklyn, Diddy's billionaire nightmare behind bars. Welcome to MDC Brooklyn, New York's federal hellscape where survival isn't guaranteed. This ain't a white-collar country club. 2 inmates gone in 2024, one butchered 44 times on camera. Roaches waltz in the oatmeal, mold cloaks the showers like toxic fur, and guards, ghosts. Staffing is so thin that even judges hesitate to sentence criminals here. Diddy's locked in the Special Housing Unit, SHU, solitary for the high profile and the doomed. El Chapo, R. Kelly, now him. His cell is a crypt, 8 by 10 feet, a steel bunk with a mattress thinner than a dime, no pillow, and a toilet sink combo ripped from a dystopian horror flick. No more Wagyu and truffle risotto, just a 6 a.m. tray of watery cereal, a bruised banana half decayed, and a breakfast cake so rock hard it doubles as a weapon. He's on suicide watch, VIP protocol. No books, no TV, not even a pencil at first. Just him, 4 walls, and roaches throwing all-night raves. The SHU is a chokehold, 15 square feet to pace if you're lucky. The soundtrack, a nightmare symphony, screams, steel doors slamming, fights detonating like gunfire. Ex-posts claim he's shaken. Who wouldn't be? This is Diddy's new VIP suite. No more 48.5 million Miami skylines, just a flickering light bulb and a stench that could gag a skunk. From penthouse to prison, infinity pools to infestation, this is billionaire life flipped into a horror movie. What's Diddy's day now? A grind that'd make his old self retch. Breakfast crashes at 6 a.m. Soggy Cheerios drowning in sour milk. A dented apple that's more mush than fruit. And a roll so tough it'd crack teeth. Lunch at 11. A bologna sandwich, bread so flimsy it's a ghost, meat that smells like a gym sock. Or a stew that's 90% water, 10% mystery, rice studded with cockroach guess. Dinner's 4 p.m, carrots boiled to slime, a meat slab that's gristle and grease, and a vibe that yells eat or die. No $500 truffle risotto or $2,000 wine flights, just a plastic cup of tap water tasting like rust and regret. Shu spits him out 1 hour, maybe, to shower in a stall where black molds the wallpaper, or shuffle in a caged wreck pen under a guard's lazy eye. No LA gym with $200 an hour trainers, just push-ups on a floor sticky with decades of grime. Calls, scarce. 15 minutes to his 7 kids, Delilah, Jessie, Chance, or Mum, Janice, if the busted system cooperates. Lawyers sneak updates, but mail's a crapshoot, screened, delayed, lost if it's spicy. No Sean John swagger, just an orange jumpsuit that scratches like a curse. X buzzes he's holding steady, but lockdowns, weekly riots here, can axe that hour. From 1 million bashes with live tigers to begging for a sock, this is Diddy's new clock. Diddy's a hustler to the bone. From Harlem streets to hip-hop royalty, flipping beats into a near billion-dollar empire. But now, that same grind is his lifeline. MDC Brooklyn is a war zone. MS-13, Bloods, and lifers who'd slit a throat for a Twinkie. A celebrity behind bars is a neon target, and according to X, taking out Diddy earns you a prison Oscar. But let's be real. He's no rookie in the game of survival. Harlem 135th Street taught him hustle. Decades of deal-making made him slick. His legal squad's gone rabid. 3 bail denials, a $50 million bond, GPS tracker, private guards, all shot down. Sources call him laser-focused, plotting like a bad boy comeback. Rumours swirl on X that he's greasing guards, extra chow, a smuggled pen, the classic Diddy playbook. Once, he cold-called Mark Cuban to build an empire. Now he's reading guards for a spare blanket. The currency's changed. No more cash, clout, or $1 million grin. Now power is knowing who to avoid. who to buy, and who'll stick a shiv in your ribs over a side eye. No more Met Gala with Ye, just sniffing out snitches and dodging blades from a guy who hated last night. Prison's a chessboard, and Diddy ain't checkmated yet. He's moving pawns, eyeing the king's escape. What's Diddy missing? Everything. His $61 million LA mansion, 17,000 square feet of pure luxury, sits empty, a silent palace of marble and dead fountains. His Miami estate, gone too. Once a $48.5 million paradise with 13 bedrooms and a private dock, now just a ghost port. Love Air, his $60 million Gulfstream jet. On the market, if it even flies again, it might fetch $20 to $25 million. His mega yacht, the same one where he blasted Hypnotize while Naomi Campbell danced. Now, it just collects seaweed. His fleet of supercars, gathering dust, a $500,000 Lamborghini Aventador, a $400,000 Rolls-Royce Phantom drophead, a $600,000 Maybach, all untouched. And his designer closet? Gone. No more $10,000 Sean John suits or $5,000 Gucci sneakers. Instead, an orange prison jumpsuit stiff with sweat and regret. His empire is crumbling. Diageo kicked him from Ciroc and Deleon in 2024, costing him $200 million. Sean John? A Macy's afterthought. Revolt TV? Sold for scraps. His net worth? From billionaire to maybe 300 million, if that. Legal fees are draining him dry. No more $60 million liquor deals or $21 million art collections. Now, his biggest flex is a $2 bottle of baby oil from the prison commissary. The internet is ruthless. Ex-memes say Diddy's lubing jail. Harsh, but it sticks. This is the man who threw a $1 million Hamptons party in 2001. Lions, topless dancers, pure excess. Now, he stares at peeling paint. His empire turned to rubble. Prison runs on its own stock market. And Diddy, he's learning fast. At 1600, cash isn't green, it's grimy. The commissary is the real bank. A pack of ramen, 80 cents. A pouch of tuna, $1.25. A bar of soap, $1.50. A Snickers, $1.20. And baby oil, a steep $2 a pop. That last one turned him into an ex-meme frenzy. After 1,000 bottles got seized, the internet went wild. Diddy's slipping out. But inside, it's gold. Moisturizer is survival in a place where skin cracks like old leather. His old millions. They can't buy much here. Maybe a guard's silence for an extra cookie. But that's risky business. The real power is extortion. Newcomers, especially famous ones, get taxed fast. The deal? Cough up tuna or eat knuckles. Diddy used to drop $100,000 on a single party. His 2000 NYC Rager had a $500,000 ice sculpture of Puff himself, with Denzel sipping $5,000 cognac. Now, a $5 phone card is a jackpot. Inside, trading is a whole different hustle. Ramen for a pencil, chips for a call slot, soap for a favor. Rumors on X say his lawyers are sneaking funds in. Commissary hacks for the elite. But MDC isn't Wall Street. Here, a stale Twinkie's got clout, and Diddy's wheeling and dealing like a flea market king. Diddy's old squad, LeBron, Wahlberg, billionaires like Ron Burkle downing $10,000 whiskey. Now, MDC's dregs. SU's solo, 23 hours locked, 1 out if chaos sleeps. General Pop's a meat grinder, MS-13, Bloods, loners with shanks. 2 stabbed dead in 2024, 1 gutted 44 times, a crimson warning. A warden says Diddy's a trophy. Bad boy fame's a taunt. Allies, maybe a slick talker banking on his juice. Enemies, legions, jealousy kills, and all about the Benjamin stings. X cackles he's dodging soap drops, but a shank over a diss is the real play. Flashback, 1998 birthday. $400,000, Puff in a crown, Lil Kim twerking, gold raining. Now, his party is a guy shrieking threats through the vent. Charm won Grammys. Here, it's spotting a rat to not get jumped. From velvet ropes to dodging nooses. This is Diddy's new posse. Let's get real nasty. The feds say Diddy wasn't just partying. He was running full-blown sex dungeons. Drugs, coercion, blackmail, the works. Picture Miami, 2005. His mansion is pulsing with bass, models on leashes, celebs dodging cameras, and handlers slipping drugs into drinks. X is exploding with leaks. Whispers of tapes, NDAs piled high, and names like Usher and 50 Cent floating through the smoke. Cassie's lawsuit? A 24/7 nightmare. Allegations of control, threats. Perform or disappear. The feds say this wasn't a phase. It was decades deep. Hotels, jets, baby oil stashed like a fetish Costco. Consensual or criminal. The streets are divided, but the noise is deafening. This isn't new. His 1999 club shooting, acquitted but shady as hell, set the stage. His white parties, just the polished mask. 1 million events, elephants trampling the lawn, Diddy strutting in a white fur cape like a pimp king. But behind closed doors, X swears there were orgies with senators, zero proof but pure fire starter. His 2003 Island Bash? A $2 million yacht-fueled fever dream with whispers of lost tapes. Now, MDC is his new stage. No dancers, just guards watching every move. The scandals are stacked high, and the trial's about to spill every dirty secret. Diddy's 55, ripped, trainers, saunas, two $100 green juices on tap, 1,907A health wasteland. No gym, just cell drills, push-ups, squats, burpees in a 10-foot coffin. Rec hour? A cage jog if lockdown's off, rare as gold. Food's toxic, carbs, grease, maggots dancing in mash. No kale shots, just praying the tray's not a biohazard. Medical's a farce, staff's gone, a cough's a month-long hell. Lawyers say he's solid, but 2024's 2 deaths. Stabbed, ignored, mock that. X guesses he's bulking on ramen, but this place melts muscle. Solitary's a slow grind. Old life, Bali spa jets, $5,000 massages. Now, a shower's a jackpot, if it's not sewage brown. 23 hours alone, snaps steel minds. Lice rumors buzz, X laughs he's itching for bail. From red carpet shine to dodging scurvy. This is Diddy clawing to not fade. Diddy's no stranger to rough. Harlem forged him hard. Born 1969, 135th Street. Mom Janice grinding shifts. Dad Melvin shot dead at 2. He slung papers, danced at clubs, scrapped into Howard U, dropped out for Uptown Records, fetching coffee to cutting tracks. Bad Boy's 1993 birth was blood and sweat. Biggie's 1997 murder his forge. That edge? His MDC shield. X says he's back to the block, reading cons like he read execs, playing angles like he played labels. His 1991 stampede, 9 crushed at a charity game, taught him chaos navigation. Now, he's dodging MDC's gang traps, bartering like a corner hustler. Harlem rooftop raves, $50 bottles, dice rolling, echo in his cell trades. From street smarts to studio coups to prison scams, this is Diddy's roots rewriting his game. X is Diddy's wildcard, rumors and memes running riot. Diddy's slipping out. Baby oil jokes hit 1 billion views, tying those 1,000 bottles to prison lube wars. Posts claim he's running shoe, trading ramen empires, bribing guards with ghost cash. Others? Darker. He's snitching, naming A-listers in freak-offs for a deal. No proof, all heat. X says he's writing bars behind bars, a jail mixtape in the works. Memes paint him dodging shanks in Gucci shades, fake, but fire. His 2000 acquittal? X swears he bought it, now they bet he's broke, legal fees draining his soul. Trolls cackle he's Cassie's karma, while fans pray he's plotting a Love Air jailbreak. This digital circus, half truths, half lunacy, keeps Diddy's saga blazing, a billionaire's myth reborn in tweets. May 2025, Diddy's trial could be the final nail in his empire's coffin. He's facing serious charges: racketeering, trafficking, at least 15 years if convicted, possibly life. His legal team is fighting like wolves, throwing everything at the court. $50 million bail, armed security, house arrest, but every attempt has been denied. Over 50 witnesses are lined up to testify. Former employees, ex-girlfriends, and even celebrities could take the stand, spilling secrets about what really went on behind closed doors. The internet is buzzing with rumors about a potential bombshell. Diddy's so-called Black Book, a list of powerful names from the worlds of business, music, and politics who might have been part of his infamous parties. If that gets exposed, the fallout could be massive. If he's found guilty, his legacy is dust. Bad Boy Records becomes a relic of the past, and his kids, like King Combs, are left picking up the pieces. Even if he's acquitted, his career is likely over. Brands have already cut ties, and the public may never forget the allegations. But what if he flips the script? Some believe he has tapes, documents, evidence that could take down CEOs, senators, and rap royalty. Could he trade that information for a deal? Or does he play the long game, surviving behind bars and turning his downfall into a payday? Maybe writing Puff in Chains, a tell-all memoir worth millions. One thing's certain, this is the biggest gamble of his life. Will he walk free, or will he spend his days locked away, another fallen icon? The world is watching, and the final chapter is about to be written. Here's the raw, unfiltered truth. P. Diddy's billionaire empire rotting behind bars. From Miami rooftops, drowning in champagne, to MDC's roach-ridden slop trays, Sean Combs plummeted from untouchable to unthinkable. Once a mogul renting islands for debauchery, now haggling over soap. White parties replaced by solitary screams. Sea Rock castles crumbled to commissary scraps. May 2025, freedom or a forever cage. This is wealth incinerated, power suffocated, and a scandal so thick it strangles. Can he claw his way back? Or is Puff just smoke now? Drop your take in the comments and subscribe, because this saga ain't over. Stay locked for the next wild chapter.